very nice steps. So entire thing is designed properly. You can just follow that. Other than that, no need to worry about that. So you need to create again Maven project. Okay. So Maven project we have to create. And then in the Maven project, pom.xml, we have to add all the dependencies. Like, so what are the dependencies we need? So we need rest assured dependencies, testng dependency, and also BDD cucumber dependencies. So these are the three things you need to add, and everything is mentioned in our blog. Okay, so nicely it is mentioned in the bottom side. You can see the code also, the structure and everything. So I have mentioned here. Basically, we're using JUnit, and you can use JUnit. So feature files and how to write, and I have mentioned. So we'll do that, okay, step by step. See, I have first written a feature files. There is a BD Cucumber means you have three modules. One is feature files. Second one is step definitions. And third one is runner file. So that's what I explained on that Thursday class. Friday, we don't have a class. We didn't have a class. So only on so that day. But so this is all the code I have. So included here also pom.xml, what should be there and what are the things you have to include. Everything I mentioned here. Okay, so and then build section, what we need to include, that also I have mentioned here. Okay, simple. So just adding these things, you can see everything I have given, build dependencies, everything I have given. You just need to add this entire code there. So let's go and create a first Maven project. Okay, so to build the code, you should have a one project. That is, we are choosing a Maven build tool to create a Maven project. And then we will add all the dependencies in the pom.xml, right? So let's add a BDD, rest assured API automation. Okay, so let's go start that. Create a Maven project. So the reference also we have here, we can move on. So new project. So select this. So, okay. So you give the group ID, artifacted, and version. So group ID is the API automation. So with rest assured, with the BDD style rest assured, whatever the name you want, it's up to you. Okay. Or I can mention BDD style REST API automation. So just you can mention August So just give a name, okay? So that it will give a better idea. So then click on finish. So this is the one. So expand the project and add this the right Java path. You give the correct Java. That is, we have already JDK level. Just give that. Apply and close it. So go to pom.xml. Here you can add all the latest versions of. So one by one, if you feel these are old versions, so these ones. So these are the old versions. If you feel, you can add the version, you can change, but remaining entire thing is similar. So you can add a dependencies tag. Let's add a dependencies tag. Dependencies tag you can add. Then, so add one by one all this. You don't need to do anything. Just go and copy this, paste it here. So your dependencies already we have. So what are all those things? I'll explain one by one. Versions, if you want, you can change. Otherwise, you can use the old versions only. So where you will get all this? So go to IO rest assured in the Maven MVN repository, mvnrepository.com. So you can search it here. So you'll get everything here. So rest assured, JSON path, XML path, JSON schema validator, these 4 we need to add. So that's what I have added one by one. You can see now what is the version 5.3.1. So what we added 5.3.0. There is not much difference, only one version, right? So this is June 16 it released, and we're gonna add here. Otherwise, just change here 5.3.1. That's it, and save it. All you can change 5.3.1. So that's it. Remaining all are correct only. You don't need to go to even for them. Just search it. And then arg.jupyter JNet. So this one, JNet Jupyter API, see the what is the version. So when we add Jupyter JNet API, it's a 5.10 now. So 5.9, right? Just add 5.10.0. So added those things also, right? So dependencies twice happened. Okay. That's all. Okay. So that also we covered Jupyter JNet also, latest one we added. Next we have a Hamcrest all. So just search this Hamcrest org.hamcrest. So what is the version you have? Hamcrest all. Just go and search the what is the Hamcrest 1.3. What we have 1.3. Okay. Okay, so like that you can find out Java Hamcrest also, what is the version. So if you just go back, you can see Java Hamcrest. So this one, what is the version? 2.00, same. So whatever we have, that's the same. Arg.json, we need to find out what is the arg.json. So just search here. So this is the one. So just take this 2023-06-18. So what we have is the old version. So just take this version only, change, or just replace it. Everything. So Cucumber Java. So we need to find out IO Cucumber. So these versions, find out one by one. What are the different versions we have? Cucumber Java, Cucumber JVM J4, these three. So we need to add these three. Let's see what are the versions. 7.1.30, 13.0, but 7.11. So you can add latest version, you can add if you want, okay? Otherwise, that's good. So I'll make it the same versions. Cucumber JNet and 13 so 0. Yeah. And then this is the Cucumber reporting. Net.master.that, the last one reporting. So we can just search that also. So what version we have? Cucumber reporting, net.master reporting, this one only. 5.7.6. Just similar, almost, not just a small version change. And Jackson bind. So this one you can find out. Jackson data bind. Jackson data bind. 2.15.215. Just change one. So that's the whole the dependencies what you need for the API testing rest assured. See, we added a cucumber if you want a BDD style. You are adding any matches you want to do Hamcrest. You are using a JUnit framework to run your test cases. That's another thing. And you are using this rest assured. See, all rest assured for main API testing purpose, right? And also you can add here our build section. Where is the build section? Here you can find build section, this one. So you can just add this portion. Properties to build section you can add. That's it. Your entire project settings and dependencies are done in the pom.xml. That's the first part, preparing the pom.xml. So you should know, so what are all dependencies we need, then add the build section, then properties section. So these are the 4 sections will be there in the pom.xml. One is the first version is project information, properties information, build section, then dependencies section. So these are the 4 sections will be there, all this. Okay, so that's the first part. And second part is, so you need to, it is given very clearly here. You can see that once this dependencies of pom.xml is ready, then you have to create a test-based class and create a small package under base package you create under test, src test. Okay, just create a small package, a base package. Okay, under base package you can create all this base com.qr.api base. You can create this, otherwise just create a base also, whatever it is you want, only one you can create. So I just want to create this structure. That's it. Okay, 2 times a dot is there, that's why. So under this you create a test-based class. Test-based class, this test-based class, what it is as, so we just have the properties file going to read. So that method you're going to write here. Other than that, nothing in this class. So just add one function to read the properties file. So that function, you're just adding this. They're just adding the properties file. So you're going to give a properties file location. So where we added, see that properties. You can add properties and file, import the file also, and all these import statements completed. File not found also Java. So where it is user directory, so this path and src test Java com qa to rest. So this path you need to create rest config.properties. So another one you can just create. So let's go and create that. Another package we are creating. this package, we need to give com.qa.api.rest.config. So just give here under that, you create a new file, that is config.properties. How to create a file? New file. So just add the file config.properties. So in this, you're just adding simple. So two things. So the base URL. So this is the URL you are automating. Recrest.in is the base URL. And I found that this APIs/users, see, that is a common for every request. So that I am putting as a service endpoint URL. Okay. See, create also the same, update also same. So that common thing and base URL I am putting in one endpoint URL. So that's what I'm going to add. If you want to see that, June 1, you will find it out, that one. So utils, I just kept in the utils. Okay, here I added config.properties. Yeah, that's fine. I think this is the cool thing. We can add this one. Same, I'll explain this code. Okay, just add this. Same one, but I just changed the location where I want to add config files. This package we don't need. This we don't need. We'll create a different place. Then source, here under source, I'm going to create that. Same, this structure you can create. So that is right click, new file. So config.properties. So this is the one. So that what is here? Just see that this is the one, base URL, service endpoint URL. These two we are adding there. So in this config.properties file. So one more cucumber.properties. If you want reports, you are going to add this, but not required. Let's add those things also. It doesn't take much time. New file, cucumber.properties. So just copy this, whatever you have here. Same. So here also, we'll just add this. And chain it, platform properties. So add that also. Chain it, platform dot properties. So just same property you can add here also. So you can see the same property here also. Okay. Just so that's the high level configuration, what we can do. We just created a, so this one under this utils you can create. Yeah. Otherwise you can keep this also fine. So no need to disturb again. Otherwise, let me move here one more package. I'll just create a same structure will follow utils because that's a utility class. I'm just moving there. Move it. So this one I can delete this. Okay. So utils one package, and we have step underscore def another package. Step underscore def another package. Then we have runner, test runner file, test runner package. So then we have features folder. Let's create a features folder. New folder, features. Features folder. So that's the whole structure under SR features. Going to have feature files. Step def is going to have step definition files. Runner, so test runner files. So how to run your class, it will be available here. So utils just utility class here. Okay, so that's what the package we have given. Resources, see this path, src test resources, just config.properties file. So that path we are giving a file path. So already I explained in Java, so how to read the file property. This is the one file property you give for this method, which returns a value for that key. So basically this is right. So you will give this key and you will get this value. You will give this key, you will get this value. That's what this test based class, what it is going to do. Okay. So that's what you can see this now. And see the first you are creating object for properties class. And then second step, read the properties file using file input stream. File f equal to new file, system.get property user.dir will give you project directory. And then, so you're appending source, test, resources, config.properties. File input stream fs equal to new file input stream. Prop.load fs. So then file not found exception you can add. So return prop.get property. So that's the how you can read property values. Okay. Any questions? That's how to read the properties files. Okay. So that's the whole thing, how to read the data from properties file. And you just give properties object dot get property of key. Automatically it will read the given key value. You will get it by this method. Just a simple method, and you don't need to write every time this one. Okay. So that's how to read the data from properties file. So let's join back and we'll define one by one. These features will define for one by one. How to write the feature files, we need to learn that. Okay. So join back on this.